Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. Boy, Bound in the Comics, they did their thing. By John F. Trent, says a new George Lucas interview reveals his plans for a Star Wars sequel trilogy. Man. A new interview from George Lucas sees the creator of Star Wars reveal his plans for a sequel trilogy that would involve Darth Maul. This new interview will soon be published in Star Wars Archives episodes 1 through 3, 1999 through 2005 by Paul Duncan. In fact, Duncan is promoting the book by detailing that it reveals Lucas's plan for his sequel trilogy. On Twitter, Duncan wrote George Lucas' plan for the sequel trilogy included Darth Maul and Darth Talon as the villains, Luke rebuilding the Jedi Order from survivors of Order 66, Leia forming the New Republic, becoming the Chosen One. In the YouTube video showing off the book, Duncan reveals that it has a foreword by George Lucas. However, he's mum on Lucas' plans for a sequel trilogy. He states Lucas talks a little bit about his ideas, a few of his ideas for the third trilogy. But if you're going to find that, you're going to have to go get the Star Wars Archives, episodes 1 through 3, 1999 to 2005. I wonder when this book comes out. While Duncan was mum in his YouTube video, and an excerpt from Lucas' interview about his ideas for the sequel trilogy has made its way online. Reddit user BothinSpy89 shared the screenshot from the book to the Star Wars Leaks subreddit. The excerpt seen below sees Lucas explain that Darth Maul trained a girl, Darth Talon, who was in the comic book as his apprentice. She was the new Darth Vader, and most of the action was with her. So these were the two main villains of the trilogy. Maul eventually becomes the godfather of crime in the universe because as the Empire falls, he takes over. Oh man, that would have been fucking awesome. Darth Maul just straight up Sith and straight up gangster, just mobbing the motherfucking galaxy. Boy, I tell you what, that would be the realest shit. Darth Maul, fucking king of the underworld in the Star Wars universe. Oh, that'd have been some good shit. Lucas went on to say the movies are about how Leia, who else is going to be the leader, is trying to build a republic. They still have the apparatus of the republic, but they have to get it under control from the gangsters. That was the main story. Lucas then details it starts out a few years after Return of the Jedi, and we establish pretty quickly that there's this underworld. There are these offshoot stormtroopers who started their own planets, and that Luke is trying to restart the Jedi. He puts out the word, so out of 100,000 Jedi, maybe 50 to 100 are left. Fuck. The Jedi have grown again from scratch, so Luke has to find 2 and 3-year-olds and train them. It'll be 20 years before you have a new generation of Jedi, Lucas explained. He then described that Star Wars would look like following this trilogy. By the end of the trilogy, Luke would have rebuilt much of the Jedi, and we would have the renewal of the Republic with Leia, Senator Organa, becoming the Supreme Chancellor in charge of everything. So she ended up being the Chosen One. Oh, that's some good shit. I would have loved to have seen that. I would have loved to have seen that more than any of this shit. But to be real, the coming of the Usan Vaughn, that would have been, oh shit. What's this dark side, dark force users coming from, what's that, the dark vastness of the galaxy. coming to basically take over the galaxy as Luke and Leia and everybody knew it. And I would have loved to have seen that. The Thrawn trilogy, that would have been good too. But you know what? Anything that comes from Lucas, man, at this point, would be a godsend compared to what we've seen. Says, as Lucas notes in the interview, Darth Talon was introduced in the comics. She was a female Twi'lek who originally apprenticed under Darth Ruin in the Star Wars Legacy series published by Dark Horse Comics in 2006. I wonder if I have that. I got a nice little share of Star Wars books. I gotta see if I actually have that. Can't really recall off the top of my head. In the second issue of the series, Talon is presented to the leader of the Sith, Darth Krayt, who instructs her to kill Darth Ruin. She complies and receives the name Darth Talon. Not only does she receive the name Darth Talon, but she has also arranged her first mission. She is tasked with tracking down the daughter of Emperor Ron Fel, Princess Marasiah, and her protector, the Imperial Knight Elk Vetter. Talon hopes to use the princess to lead her to her father so that she can assassinate him. While Darth Talon might have been the apprentice of Darth Krayt in Dark Horse Legacy series, the story of a never-made Darth Maul game by Red Fly indicated Lucas had indeed envisioned Darth Maul and Darth Talon together. Damn, that game. Oh, man. Yeah, probably a little over a few years ago, we were supposed to have received the Darth Maul game people were secretly working on and it never came to pass. That would have been the shit. And I think I seen a screenshot, if I'm not mistaken. It looked pretty fucking good. Game Informer reported back in 2015 that Lucas met with Red Fly and detailed that Darth Maul and Talon were friends. Their source explained that Lucas wanted these characters to be friends and to play off each other. He talked about the show Burn Notice as a reference point. He likened Darth Maul to Sonny from The Godfather, and he likened Darth Talon to Lauren Bacall. The source added he actually did an impersonation of her. It was supposedly the weirdest impression of a 40s actress going, "Don't you know how to whistle? Put your fingers together and blow." As readers of the Legacy series knows, it was set 125 years after the deaths of both Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader. It would mean that there was a pretty significant time gap between Maul and Talon. However, as Game Informer reports, this time gap was brushed off by Lucas. They reported when this vast time divide was brought up to Lucas' attention, he brushed off the notion of it not working and said that it would instead be a descendant of Maul or a clone of him. Darth Talon wasn't the only one from Legacy that would be joining the game. Concept art obtained by Game Informer also showed off Darth Krayt, Darth Talon's master in the Legacy comics. This new interview wasn't the only time that Lucas had discussed his plans for a sequel trilogy. Speaking with James Cameron for his book, James Cameron's Story of Science Fiction, Lucas described his vision for the Force and that his sequel trilogy would explore a microbiotic world. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were tripping on. The fact that, they were talking about the midichlorians and, it was going to get a little bit more scientific than it would, the Force being something more of something more magical or something more godlike. So, he explained the 3 Star Wars films were going to get into the microbiotic world, but there's this world of creatures that operate differently than we do. I call them the wills, and the wills are the ones who actually control the universe. They feed off the force. Okay, all right, all right. Back in the day, I used to say ultimately what this means is we're just cars, vehicles for the wills to travel around in. We're vessels for them, and the conduit is the midichlorians. The midichlorians are the ones that communicate with the wills, and the wills, in a general sense, they are the force, Lucas added. As for Lucas claiming Leia as the chosen one, this is different from what he stated in the past. Lucas previously explained the story will become very clear that Anakin is the chosen one. He added, even when Anakin turns into Darth Vader, he is still the chosen one. He elaborated, the prophecy is that Anakin will bring balance to the Force and destroy the Sith. He becomes Darth Vader. Darth Vader does become the hero. Darth Vader does destroy the Sith, meaning himself and the Emperor, and he does it because he's redeemed by his son. He finally stated, so the prophecy is true, and by doing that, he redeems himself and goes from being Darth Vader back to being Anakin again. What do you make of Lucas' plans for Darth Maul, Darth Talon, Leia, and Luke? Would you be interested in seeing the story? Me? Hell yeah, I'd rather watch this than watch all the other shit Disney has ever put out. All of it. The Mandalorian and Rogue One is the best things to come out from Disney Star Wars. And even then, I would tell them to fucking take that shit back if I can get the sequel trilogy from George Lucas. So, I'm down with George Lucas. Please, George, do the sequel trilogy, please. I'm telling you, man, we need that shit. So, Disney, please fucking make Rey and Finn and all these other motherfuckers go to this Elseworld alternate dimension that, you know, multiverse shit that I'm hearing, and let's bring the real sequel trilogy to life. That's all I care about. That's all I want to see. And man, if it's not happening, then I just don't give a shit. This will be real. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's your boy, 24/7 with 24/7 Fusion Media, and I'm out. Peace.